Good day, Pinoyclixers and Mixers. We're here in another unboxing video. And for this video, we're going to unbox Marvel Legends Omega Sentinel. Okay, so this is in Krakowan language, but this is indeed Omega Sentinel. So what are we waiting for? Let's open the box. Okay, before we unbox Omega Sentinel, let's take a look at the box in all sides. We have here Omega Sentinel from the House of X set. Another view, the same imagery. And at the back, we have here a bigger view of the image. And this is Marvel's Omega Sentinel. A quick description of her says that harnessing the power of enhanced sensors, flight, and nanite regeneration, the Omega Sentinel dispatches enemies with ease. So, she is part of the Tri-Sentinel Build-A-Figure series. Okay, so she usually comes with the torso of the Tri-Sentinel. Okay, so but as you can see here, there's no torso. Okay, so this is what we call a KLB figure, or in Filipino, kinuha lang ang buff. Okay, so meaning it's mint except that the buff part was taken out. Okay, so this means I got this from a reseller. Okay, so this went for cheap because the back part is missing. I think I got this for around 1,100 or less. Okay, but as always, before we unbox the Marvel Legends, let's take a look at Omega Sentinel in Heroclix form. Okay, so we actually have I only have 4 Omega Sentinel related figures. So 2 are Golden Age or old figures, and the other 2 are modern figures. Okay, so you can see here on the right side we have the older figures. We have here Karima from Giant Size X-Men and Omega Prime Sentinel. Okay, so same sculpt, but obviously the stats are gonna be different. Okay, so Karima I think is a hero version, superhero version, while Omega Sentinel just screams villain. Okay, so taking a look at their dial. So this Karima from Giant Size X-Men has the keywords Acolytes, Detective, Marauders, Police, Robot, X-Men. Okay, so she is a former cop that I think has been experimented on by Bastion. So she has running shot with 8 range, 10, 16, and shape change. Police and X-Men team ability for 118 points, set number 105. So one of the LEs, I imagine. And then a recent reincarnation or remake of that is Karima from the House of X. So here's the House of X Karima. Okay, so she's more, she's a cyborg, I guess. Okay, so Karima has the keyword Sentinel, X-Men, Detective, and Robot. So it's Karima Shapandar. Okay, I think that's an Indian name. So she has 2 traits. Tailored Bioblast. When Karima hit targets can't use stop this turn and may choose a standard attack power. She can use that power until she chooses again. So which is really strong, especially because there's a lot of stop clicks in today's modern. And then Ray Shielded, Energy Shield, Deflection. So targeting, improve. Elevation, hindering, and more importantly, characters. 7 2 bolts. So you can target 2, and then those 2 won't be able to use stop. And then she has 10, 11, 18 and 3 damage. Significant appearance is House of X number 1. Okay. So I think she's a hero almost turning into a villain. Okay, and you can see we have here a team up card, Callisto, Karima, and Magneto. Okay, so we don't have that, but what we have is the Marauders team up cards. Okay, so team up cards are a mechanic wherein if you satisfy the team up conditions, then you get some additional benefits. In this case, Marauders team. Okay, which is a bit, I guess, weird because again, Karima herself doesn't have Marauders team. Okay, so this might have been errated or something. But if 3 or more friendly characters with the Marauders keywords are on the map, okay, Karima and listed friendly characters can use poison but only to deal damage to characters with the X-Men keyword. So she's anti-X-Men that way. So additional ability, especially poison, can be very good for long-range characters because again, long-range characters tend to be based. So when you base her, she can gain poison. Okay, so let's take a look at the other figure, which is Omega Sentinel. Okay, doesn't show Omega. Let's just search for Omega. Okay, but for sure it's gonna have a lot of results. Okay, let's just go with Omega Prime Sentinel. Here we go, from the Giant Size X-Men set number 3. Okay, so it's a common and the stats are not so good. Robot keywords, so yeah, super strength, 17-3 shape change, so nothing really to say about that. Okay, but the sculpt is, yeah, it's good. The eyes are just, yeah, funny eyes. And then the next one, the last Omega we have is from the House of X. Okay, so she's a super rare. And this is really the Omega villain. Okay, so she's unique because of the silver circle, meaning you can only use one of her in your team. And let's take a look. Set number 65, Sentinel, Deity, Future, and Robot. Okay, so no, she dropped the X-Men keywords, being full villain. She has 2 traits: adaptive threat protocols. When Omega takes damage, give her an adaptation token for each damage taken, and free, remove any number of adaptation tokens until your next turn. Modifies Omega's combat value +1 for each token removed. Okay, so of course it follows the rule of 3, but can you imagine +1 all combat values including range? And then regenerative circuitry, the first time Omega would be KO'd, instead turn her to click number 10. Remove all adaptation tokens and heal her 1 click for each of the token removed. Protected pulse wave. Outwit shape change. Okay. So this would mean technically you have to kill her twice. Okay. Kill her twice to get the 200 point value. She also has the she also has the a special damage power, which is Outwit and Shape Change, polymorphic alloy. So the nanite are again adapting. So running shot 8 with 2 range, and then pulse wave invincible. That's 4 damage special damage power. So she's indeed a monster. Okay. So every time she takes damage, okay, you get that adaptation token, and then you can use some, or you can just use it at the end when she's KO'd, okay, and then heal her up that many adaptation tokens. So she's a pain to kill. So just take note. Okay, there are slight differences. Same skull, but the color, the blast is different. And the head, of course, is different. So this is Karima. And then full blast, Omega Sentinel protocol activated. Okay, so without further ado, let's open the Marvel Legends Omega Sentinel. Okay, and I like this particular figure, okay, because it has an alternate head. Always a good thing to have an alternate head, and the alternate head is a bit, it's a cutie. So you can see the hair is longer. Okay, so, and I think she's in a ponytail, and then you have two sets of blasters. Okay, so let's take her out of the box. Let's not keep the box. Okay, let me put it here. So we have here the Krakowan language. Okay, and let's pop up Omega Prime Sentinel. Apologies for the sound. Okay, so she came off easily. Let's pop off the head, because I like this head more than the other one. Okay, and the blasters also. I like the blasters more than the regular arms. Okay, so we have all the parts here. And as always, let's pose her as one of the Heroclix figures. So we need to remove the blaster, the hand. How do we do that? Is it, so it's the entire arm that is removed and replaced with a blaster. And it's a fairly simple pose. Put the other hands here, straight up, tilt the knee, move the other one, and that's the pose of this Omega Prime Sentinel. Let's put her in. Okay, we can see the comparisons here. So nice, it's a nice figure, very tight. But let's go and take out the head, replace it with a kawaii head, a cute head, because this is better. There you go. See, she looks all less villainous now. Okay, the other blaster. Okay, let's take it. Let's try it. Okay, this might be an indicator that she's a goody and not a villain. Okay, let's see if she can stand on her own. Okay, using this sculpt of Karima. Okay, yeah. Oops, sorry. Okay, so one group picture before we fade out this video. Thank you very much. I hope you like watching this video. What do you think about this figure? Put it in the comments. For now, bye-bye. Wouldn't stand. Keep safe.